In the northern Faerun, on the shining sea, below the Sea of Swords, in the lands of intrigue, is a place called Obsidian Bay. A place that found its way in the world by offering shards of obsidian on its shores. People could pick up those shards of obsidian and sell them as weapons. And those weapons became powerful tools to build a city upon. And still to this day, hundreds of years later, adventurers come to Obsidian Bay seeking great adventure. One of those stories is Leshana. Leshana, tell us your story.
I was born at Leel in an elven settlement to the north, and was traveling between two of them when myself and my parents happened on a bandit camp that had set up in the area. Knowing that they couldn't take on all the bandits by themselves and hope to live, my parents took on the bandits to give me a chance to escape. Unfortunately, I was distracted by my mother's death from my running, and I thought I was dead when the bandits turned on me. But wolves soared into the area and took out the bandits who were too stupid to run. One of the wolves came up to me, and I thought I was going to die too, but it decided to leave me alone. After the pack of wolves left, I buried my parents nearby and decided to make my own settlement by myself at the bandits' former camp. Because I was still a child in elven terms, they decided in the nearby settlements that they had to try and bring me home. I didn't want that, having been inspired by the way the wolves looked out for each other and the wilds around them, which I had never found in an elven settlement. Hence I took up my adult name of Leshana early and declared myself the protector of that patch of forest. Shortly after this declaration, the Fey deity Oberon came before me at my parents' memorial and declared that while my protection of the forest had endeared me to the Fey, there was much more I could do if I protected other forests. I agreed to take up this mission, but felt I was too unskilled to survive in a world I knew mostly nothing of. I spent the next year studying about human settlements and as much about the nearby races and locations as I could. When the wolves returned at the end of that year, I saw it as a sign and finally left my forest for the very first time.
Very nice. So you find yourself en route to Obsidian Bay, eh?
I do.
Okay. So how do you travel? You're traveling alone?
I am on foot.
Okay. There are caravans going by, but you want to just stick to your own and just stay free, right? Hard for you to really trust people. Such an outsider, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So off in the distance, you see the city you've been promised. A big 28,000 people in it. Big marshes all around it. Completely uninhabitable outside the city walls. And if you were to try to bring an army against this city, you have to march around in muck, because the only way in is this road that leads to the expedition gate that you are approaching. And as you approach, the guards approach you. So go ahead and approach the guards. Can you move your token? Leshana?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay. Aha. But I wanted you to move here. The guards step up to you. So, what's your business in Obsidian Bay, pretty lady?
Here to stock up for my trip to the nearest forest.
Find supplies, huh? Bet she's one of them
Aye.
hippies, isn't she? Yeah, she sure looks like it. She spends a lot of time in the woods, don't you, hun?
There's nothing wrong with living in the woods.
Well, for us people, it sure does seem pretty odd. We ain't no hippie, though.
Are you going to let me past?
You're no rogue, are you? She doesn't look like a rogue. Does she look like a rogue to you? I don't know. She doesn't have the roguish accoutrements. Those rogues always come with short bows, don't they? Yeah, they sure do. Yeah, but if they're an elf, they get qualified for the longbow automatically. They all have longbows because they're elves. So she might be but she doesn't even have a sneak attack weapon, man. There's no way she's a rogue.
I'm not a rogue.
That's exactly what a rogue would say, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's exactly what a rogue would say. I don't know. She doesn't look like a rogue. She definitely looks more like a hippie than a rogue. All right. Well, you can pass. Just make sure you pay your taxes. And with that, they let you pass. And you enter the city. But as you enter the city, you see some things. But I'm going to wait for some other people to show up so I can show them the same things that you see as you see them. How's that sound?
Sounds fine.
Perfecto. Lovan, you're next.
Woohoo. Okay. My name is Lovan. I come from a family of, I like to think of us as artists, but we deal mostly with contracts. We are calligraphers by nature, I suppose, and we use the art of writing to help people sort out agreements and ensure that things don't get fudged with memory. My family has come from a long line of these people, and we reside in a different city, Merchant City. I've recently left simply because I've fallen into displeasure with my father. Him and I have had a very serious fight, and we're no longer speaking, and I've decided to ply my trade in another city. So having taken a letter from the guild that we are both a part of, I've on my way traveling around to different cities, plying my trade as I go, and just paying for my life as I travel. That's sort of how I am right now.
Okay. That'll work. And let's get into it. So what becomes what way do you become yeah, okay. So a family of tieflings, is that where you're coming from?
Oh, no, the
By Burger King.
no, my appearance, I started off actually as a human. My appearance is more to do with a pact with a certain patron that I have.
Oh, so wait, you're saying the warlock skills have made you more tiefling?
That is correct.
Okay. So
that
didn't stand out as a problem?
That was the problem. That's part of the reason why I fought with my father.
Okay, Good.
It was basically it's a deal. It was a deal with the devil, so to speak, that an ancestor of ours made. My father, in his arrogance, decided to ignore the agreement, and I am now suffering the very physical looks of that breaking of a bargain.
Yeah.
And so I am far more in service of this patron simply because, well, I've got to get myself from under his thumb, so I tend to listen a little bit more to him. But I try not to advertise that, as some people don't seem to like warlocks for some unknown
Well,
reason.
it's not so obvious. People are definitely racist against tieflings. Like, that's definitely a thing. Tiefling racism is alive, and you're about to run into it.
Yes.
And that's, it's understandable. They look like the devil, and we sure do like our racism. Simple. And that's about as simple as it gets. So, but also, yeah, warlocks have a bad rap. I mean, you don't advertise being a warlock. You advertise being a warlock about as much as a rogue advertises being a rogue. So, definitely understandable. But that's what I think what makes it fun to play.
Yes.
Hence that's why Dr. Frankenfurter is a warlock bard. So go ahead and move into position, so the guards can greet you as happily as they will. Don't expect the same treatment LaShawna got.
What, you mean not the warm and fuzzy greeting?
Oh man, the opposite. Hey, slow down there. What's your business in Obsidian Bay? What brings you, son?
I've come to ply my trade, sir.
Really? Yeah, common thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a rogue, does he? He looks worse. Shit. Where'd you get them horns, boy?
A family mistake.
Was he born with a tail? You got a tail under them robes there? I bet he's hiding a tail.
Keep my tail wrapped around my leg.
5e tieflings don't have tails, but it's okay. You can have a tail. I'm just playing with you. In meta. Yeah, so tell us more about what you're doing here in Obsidian Bay. We gotta protect our tax-paying citizens from untoward elements in the in the greater area of our vicinity that is not Obsidian Bay, if you understand what I'm saying. He's clearly using words that are too big for him.
Clearly. As I said, sir, I'm here to apply my trade. I'm a calligrapher, more specializing in contracts and agreements of paper put down on paper.
He sounds fancy. Don't he sound fancy? He sure does. I don't even know what a calligrapher is. It sounds terrible. You think we need any more calligraphers in this here town? I don't think so. I never needed a calligrapher my whole entire life. What, did you ever need a calligrapher? Hell no. I don't even know what the hell that is. Why would I need a calligrapher in Obsidian Bay? Doesn't even make any sense.
Well, unfortunately, you're not merchants, so I guess you wouldn't need them since you don't need to make contracts. However, I'm sure with the large amount of merchants that are here, I'm sure I can apply my trade quite well. And I do have a letter from my guild.
Well, that sounds like he knows what he's talking about. That sounds agreeable. He didn't even try to do an intimidation check on us, did he? Nope, sure didn't. You know, sir, we got some writing of our own. I got this pass here that'll let you into the inner wall of the city, and it'll keep you out of the stockade. You don't want to be in the stockade, do you? It's only 5 gold pieces.
Just 5?
Yeah, just 5 gold pieces.
LeFem thinks for a moment. You can see him grinding his teeth just a touch because he hates to part with his money, but one of his hands slips under his robe, and when it comes back out, it has 5 gold pieces in it.
What? Oh, man, he is super happy. We are super happy to serve the tax-paying citizens of Obsidian Bay. And he hands you this piece of paper. It is garbage. It has, arcane writing. You know all kinds of types of writing. This was intentionally made to be impossible to read, complete nonsense. But the guard is absolutely sure that it's going to help you. And he says if you need to get in the inner wall, you just show it to the other guards. And the other guard is nodding in approval. No bullshit whatsoever. And he takes your 5 gold pieces and hands you this form that is just absolutely poorly marked. Like each one of them was handmade. And they could use a fucking calligrapher. Ugh!
You know, sir, if you need anybody to help write this up a little bit neater, I am always willing to assist in the city guard's work.
Oh, well,
no charge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we try to keep this as under our hat as possible. And with that, he kind of shoves it, kind of takes the paper and kind of hides it as if he doesn't want you to show it to anybody except for the city guards. He goes, yes, of course, yep, yeah. We love to take care of our tax-paying citizens. And he points to the city and just follow the city. That's your all-inclusive day pass. And that's what you can write in your character sheet, an all-inclusive day pass to Obsidian Bay. And he points towards the wall, towards the city, and says, "There's signs everywhere. Just follow the signs. They'll tell you where to go. Have a good day, sir. Super happy to see you and stuff."
You too, sir. So Lofan continues on into the city, and when he's pretty certain that the guards aren't looking at him, he kind of rolls his eyes as he starts reading the paper quietly to see just how bad this writing is.
Oh, it's so bad, so bad. Yep, they wrote it like they're in a rush and they're trying to hide something. You can kind of tell, like you can read from the writing. It's definitely they're rushing and they're trying to make it look like it's fancier than it is, and it's so badly done. Yep.
Just shaking my head. Lofan's just shaking his head and tutting as he slips it into a pocket somewhere.
Lovely. Or Odriel, you find yourself outside Obsidian Bay and are attempting to break in. Tell us your story, Odriel.
I was very young when my parents were murdered. I remember only seeing the faces of their killers before I ran and hid. Managing to escape their clutches, I had to resort to thievery to feed myself. Unfortunately, I wasn't very good, and I got caught stealing a loaf of bread. I was almost beaten to death. As I was lying in a pool of my own blood, half conscious, a priest came along and saved me, and he took me in. That priest's name was Gavant. He tried to teach me the ways of his faith, but I just couldn't let the death of my parents go. I desired vengeance. So I became determined to gain power as quickly as possible to exact my revenge upon those who had killed my parents. I used the priest to gain that power to become a paladin. Years later, Gavant came to me and told me he couldn't teach me anything more as I was a vengeful person, when all he wanted was for me to be peaceful, to protect those who suffer, and to prevent what happened to my parents from happening to anyone else. I told Gavant that I couldn't let it go. My childhood was taken from me, and I couldn't even remember the names of my parents, let alone their faces. I seized and I declared, I will find them and I will kill them. Gavant saw the determination in my eyes and said to me that he couldn't let me stay here much longer, that I was to leave and never come back. So he bade me farewell and sent me on the way to the Temple of Vengeance in the city of Obsidian Bay.
All right. Well, then approach the guards. Get into your
and
story
that's how
a
I
little
ended
bit.
up entering to Obsidian Bay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as you approach the guards, are you approaching on foot? Are you with a caravan? Are you just... How are you doing? Donkey? What's your business in Obsidian Bay?
Frank, if you're saying anything, you're muted.
Ah! Yeah, well, I'll do that again. So what's your business in Obsidian Bay?
I don't believe that's any of your business.
Oh, we got another one. I think that is our business. Our business, as is clearly stated in the charter of The city guard is to protect the tax-paying citizens of Obsidian Bay from Odin toward elements of the greater community outside of Obsidian Bay. It really doesn't say that. He's kind of making it up. Totally. I'm
Let me
sure
ask
of
you
it.
this.
What?
Do you like the shape of your head?
Excuse me? I do declare that sounds like you don't like the shape of my head. Do you not like the shape of my head? He shows you the shape of his head.
I could reshape it and then it would be something I'd like. So if you don't move out the way, I'm suggesting to you.
Ooh, sounds like you're intimidating him. You want to roll an intimidation check?
Yes.
Okay, here, roll an intimidation check. Did you do it yet?
I'm about to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, well. You can actually just click your intimidation.
Okay.
Yeah. But they immediately go, oh, he's definitely intimidating. Boom, boom. And both of them grab you. And they do 2 strength checks on you. Yeah, I mean, I guess the highest they got is a 15. You can go ahead and try to dex your way out of it if you want to try to dash out of that. You can try to escape if you'd like. See how you do. Go ahead and roll a dex or a strength, whichever one's better if you're trying to break out of their grapple. They're just trying to grapple you, throw you on the ground. No big deal. You were ready for that, though. You did an intimidation check. Yeah, you broke out. And so, yeah, you're running. Which direction are you going to run towards? You're running towards the city? You're running towards the marshes? You're running away from the city? You got
Towards
basically
the
those
sea.
choices. Yeah. You want to run towards the city or run away from the city?
Towards the sea.
Oh, you're running in? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And right then you have to shove Loven out of the way. You've shoved Lashana out of the way as you're running into the city, and you run inside the city. Yeah, and now there's like 2 guards chasing after you. At least there's probably more now. And so where are you gonna go? You get into the city. You got like right, left, or straight ahead. Und rechts und links und geradeaus.
Straight ahead. I want to
Straight
go
ahead.
down this alleyway.
You're gonna go down. There's no alleyways, you see. So there's another set of guards here in front of you, and they're seeing what's happening. They're coming towards you straight ahead. So
Okay.
yeah, which way are you gonna go now?
I want to head towards the temple.
yeah. The Temple of Vengeance is in there, but it's too far away. You're the guy that needs that day pass. Too late for that now. Yeah.
Yep.
That's how you get in the stockades. So
I want to push past them.
okay, cool. I'm gonna roll a couple more strength checks then, and you can go ahead and try to dex out of that shit. Probably not gonna happen. 1, 2.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, add advantage too. So, go ahead, roll me a dex. Get out of that, or strength. Whatever you want.
Oh.
Yeah, guys, another one. So you are a little closer to the Temple of Vengeance. As you were strapped down, go ahead and unequip all the equipment you had on your character sheet. It's all gone. You're now in the. You're near the Prancing Manticore Inn. But you are near the Temple of Vengeance. It's right over there. But you are actually in the I think it's marked as the City Guard. There's a City Guard barracks. It's right here where you're at. Yeah, boom. Close, so close. It's like a block over. It's a Temple of Vengeance. They'd totally hook you up. They'd be like, "That's one of our dudes." So, yeah, that just happened. So, Crick, are you ready? Oh, is Crick ready?
Sorry, what?
Are you ready? Did you see what just happened?
Oh no.
Got us another one. Yeah, you guys got another one that's going to need legal counsel. And from the best known barbarian lawyer in Obsidian Bay. Guys, he is the best. You've never seen a known barbarian lawyer as good as this guy. So,
I hate you guys.
I hate you guys. Waji, what is your story?
So, my story is, I come from a family of merchants and adventurers who all have sadly perished in a house. Who all have perished in an unknown method, an unknown way. So now I just one day decided to pack up my things and hit the road in search of adventure and probably try to figure out who killed my family. The most unorganized backstory ever.
It's so. I
literally put this together.
Oh yeah,
I put this together while trying to order something.
I just wonder where people get these things. I get so inspired. I spent so much time working on backstories, and then these show up. You didn't have to you didn't have to figure out how they got killed. They just got killed somehow. They just aren't here. Like, you'd think after my parents are dead, you'd have the first thing, but how? Like, that's literally every time you hear something bad that happens to somebody, the first thing what happened? And of course, no one wants to talk about it, but eventually you talk about it. Like, what happened? But you don't even have a clue of what happened.
Nope.
That's going to be so hard to reconcile. Oh my god. And you are a top-down, super stabby bard. Like, look at him. He's got his knife out all the time, guys. Like, watch out, I got my knife. I got a knife. Okay. So, Waji, let's get you into the city then, with your very ambiguous backstory. Go ahead and move on into the guards. The guards greet you as they would. Hey, put the knife down. What the fuck's up with that, man? You want to get thrown in the fucking stockades, man? We got one warmed up for you right now. Drop the knife.
Well, here's the thing, though. I got ambushed about a few miles back.
Oh, well then put the knife down, and you won't get ambushed right now.
All right. Okay.
Did you put the knife down?
Yeah, I put the knife down.
All right, I'll believe it that you told me it. But I mean, every time I see the token, I'm gonna think you got your knife out. You're gonna have to explicitly tell me you put the knife down. Okay, just be prepared. Be prepared for every NPC to freak out when they see you. Okay. Okay. Well, what's your business in Obsidian Bay? Rogue.
Coming to restock on supplies for the road.
Yeah. You're hard work being a rogue out there, isn't it? Stealing shit from people, ripping off supplies, ambushing people. Bet you want to be a bandit, don't you, rogue?
I'm not a rogue.
Yeah. He doesn't have a short bow. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Wonder what the hell. He probably just lost it, though. Yeah, it's probably true. But the other bandits stole it from him. You know, bandits are always fucking each other over, aren't they? Yeah, they sure are. They sure do like to fuck each other over. And us, too, don't they? Yeah, always sneaking in Obsidian Bay. Finding some way to get in. It's always our fault when people show up in the city doing roguish shit. Always our fault. So just getting some supplies, huh? That's all you're doing? Just getting some supplies, you're going to leave? All right.
Just getting some supplies, and I'm going to leave.
All right, well, if you need to have, you want to be safe while you're here, you might want to get the all-inclusive day pass. It'll help you stay out of the stockades. And I've got one right here. It's only 5 gold pieces.
I'm good for now.
Oh, are you? All right, well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Put that knife away.
I'm so happy I'm a pretty girl right now.
I know.
Yay
right?
for sexism.
Guys didn't bother me at all.
Yep, racist. We're racist, sexist, and but also we throw people in the stockade for fun.
Apparently.
How you doing down there, Ordriel? Oh man, this is gonna be fun. All right, Waji.
Okay.
So as you three are now entering the city,
Yeah.
and we're now heading in to the city proper. Let me get you into Adventurers Quarter. As you guys are entering in, you do notice a thing that is, in addition to the guy running past and throwing you into, like, Lashana, you get thrown into a stand, a burger stand, that is a little gnome. Oh yeah, it's going to be chaotic, pure chaos. By this guy who's trying to run from the city guards. They track him down. You see him locking him up, tracking him away. It's a gruesome sight. You're like, oh, that poor guy. He's going to have a really bad time. Yep, he's going to have a really bad time. And that's all you can think about. Is how bad a time that poor guy's going to have. All right. And I'm going to move us on over to the city proper inside Adventurers Quarter. Here we are, guys. So right then, Lashana, you get just thrust right up against that burger stand, like, and you know, being a nice guy and all, Lovan, you're like, whoa, hey, and you dash out of the way just in time, and right then, Waji, you're walking up to all this, and you know, of course, top down and everything. And Lovan, you're being really, you know, gentlemanly, helping out the poor lady who I just sexistly just threw her up against yeah, just smash. And the poor little guy is like playing his song, Happy Meals, happy meals, happy meals. You'll be, oh my God, woman, watch out.
This is totally revenge for how easily I got into the city.
And the Burgermeister, the little gnomish guy dressed in a little clown suit, doesn't miss a beat. He goes, oh, but falling all over me because you want a Happy Meal, isn't it? You must just really want a Happy Meal, don't you? And he offers you one. He says, the first one's free.
The fan can't help himself but mutter, he's pushing his meat on you.
No, thank you.
Oh, but it smells really gorgeous. Like, it is like juicy and greasy and hot.
I am a vegetarian.
Perfect. Lovan, you've been traveling. You're hungry. Are you interested in some of the Burgo Roland McDaniel's hamburgers? You'll be loving it, he says. You'll be loving it.
Good Lord.
Nuts. Lovan eyes it. Oh my God, the avatar's creepy.
There are enough reasons to turn it down based on the mascot alone.
Forget what you know about the real life McDonald's.
That's just creepy anyway. No. So Lovan has been traveling for a bit, and he looks up from me. How much?
Oh, he says that first one is free. I think you'll be loving it. You'll be coming back for more.
Wow. I won't turn down anything for free then. So he quite happily accepts a burger.
Oh, it's greasy and juicy, and this whole brand new thing. There's like bread on the outside of it so you don't burn yourself on the hot, juicy meat on the inside. And he offers you a little toy, a little egg that you can have as a Happy Meal prize. He says, open it. It's pure joy.
Lovan looks at it suspectly and then just pops it open.
Okay, all right. Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's never good when you roll a wisdom save, is it?
As a real life and in universe vegetarian, I'm getting nothing from this description. It is like beans and corn and just the perfect amount of soy that just makes it crumble and be hot and carry the heat right inside your mouth with the perfect amount of olive oil. You know this is high quality olive oil that made this thing, put this patty together. How about that? That's better.
And is that black beans? Is that a hint of black bean in there? Oh, gorgeous. Such a great addition. What's that?
This is much better than real life McDonald's.
I have to give them that. Yes, it's far better.
They have a vegetarian option.
They do. With this guy's backstory, I'm not going to offer a vegetarian option. I don't know how to ruin. I know how to ruin hamburgers, but I don't know how to ruin vegetarian meat. Vegetarian burgers. This guy is. I'm going to ruin this experience for you, but just not right now. So, Lovan, you take the toy and you look at it, and you're just like, you're not that captivated by it. You could take it or leave it. You know?
Can I go get it? Can I go just buy a burger real quick?
Who's this, Waji? Yeah, of course, Waji.
Yep.
You smell the burgers. You see this scene unfolding in front of you. Please. He offers you a burger as well. Same deal. And he offers
with the burger. I want to cast something which I'm gonna spell wrong. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. Yes, you can prestidigitation it. It's perfectly clean.
For one reason and one reason only.
But you have
it says here.
You have way too many cantrips, Waji. You can't have so many cantrips.
So it says here, you chill, warm, or flare up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. I'm gonna make this the most delicious burger ever.
Oh, it's almost already there. And he sees you doing that. He says, "There's no need for that." And it's a good burger, and you make it better for yourself, to your liking, you know. But yes, you smell the burger. It's just right off the griddle, and he also offers you a toy and a little egg.
I'll open the egg later, just in case.
Nah, he offers it to you now. Why would you not open it now?
Yeah. Keep it for later as a surprise. Because there is one person nearby who has an egg.
Yeah, and you saw I made him roll a wisdom save? That's meta. You don't get to use that. Why wouldn't you open it now?
Fine, I'll open it.
Roll me a wisdom save. He acts like I'm going to forget.
I'm just partying in my vegetarian corner.
Okay. You're silently judging everyone. Oh, no one. This is the most fantastic little toy you've ever seen. You cannot get over how freaking cool this little gem dragon is. It's so cute. Oh my God. You want to put this in the safest place that you have. You put it back in the eggshell. You put it in a pocket that you know no one is ever going to pick. This thing is more precious to you than your gold. You do not want to lose this gem dragon that you just got from the guy on the side of the road. It's special. And you see Lashana looking at you, kind of judging you, but you think she's trying to steal it from you. You're convinced she wants your gem dragon, and you don't want her to have it at all. Lashana, you didn't have to mean that, but that's how he read it. So yeah, that's your nat 1.
Well, I'm definitely being judgy. I'm just judging this whole situation in general.
Classic. Okay, so and with that, Lashana, you are definitely still hungry, and you've just happened to run into these strangers on the street, and you can all tell that you're kind of new to town. And the one interesting thing that just happened is you guys just had a rough interaction with the guards. You did pick up on their sexist vibe, even though they were nice to you. They were like little lady and shit like that, which kind of rubs you the wrong way. And you saw them being a little mean to the other guys. So you did just go through that, and then you saw somebody getting roughed up and taken away by the guards. So you're like, wow, I just dodged a bullet there. That was brutal. Do you guys have anything to say to each other? Any reason why you guys would connect based on those events?
Did the guards try to sell you a day pass or something?
Unfortunately, they did.
No, I think they were trying to flirt with me. It was abysmal.
I think the 5 gold would have been worth more than the flirting.
Thank you for helping me up, by the way.
You're quite welcome. Rather foolish to try and push past the guards, especially when you don't know the city, which I'm assuming he didn't, given how he ran. Lothan is my name, sorry. I should have said.
Lashana.
Nice to meet you.
Was he?
Lovan looks over. How do you say that name again?
Oje, or if you want, just call me Hunter. That's what most people who can pronounce my name call me.
Hunter. Are you a hunter?
Nope, just a regular bard. I find it pretty ironic.
Interesting. What brings you both here to this city?
Just coming here to stock up on supplies for the road and hopefully find a horse because I'm getting tired of walking.
I happen to think walking is very pleasant, but I am also here for supplies.
Interesting. And I take it it's your first time in the city as well, then, huh?
Yes, glad to say it's even busier than I thought it would be.
Yes, busier than I thought it was going to be. Busier than back home, but
I live in a forest.
then it would be very busy for you then.
Just a little.
So you guys look up and you see a sign pointing to the Welcome Wench, and as you're busy in the street, you get I don't know if I think Waji, knowing a bit about being a bard, knowing a bit about good places to go and practice your bard skills, would know that might be a place to recommend that the party move towards if you guys wanted to stay and continue this conversation further.
So, would you be interested in continuing this conversation in a inn somewhere? Perhaps that one which is down the road, apparently.
I've been on my feet for a few days. I can't say I wouldn't enjoy a seat.
Yes, why not? Sit and have a drink.
All right.
And maybe find more information about the city there as well. Serves all our purposes.
All right, guys. So go ahead and move on down the blue line to the right. And one of the awesome things about medieval cities is to the right, other right. So stop right there, Lashana. As you guys are moving on down the street, you realize that the city doesn't have plumbing properly, and you find that out because you understand now. You get a deeper understanding of the idea of a pot to piss in, because some guy upstairs has a pot to piss in, and he pissed in it. And the first thing he did is walks to his windows, throws it right out the window. And Lashana, roll me a dex save. This asshole. Oh, she nimbly ducks out of the way, and right then you turn and you look at him, and you catch eyes with him. He's like, "What? I got stuff to do!" And he tries to shut his window, but he's having a hard time shutting his window. What do you guys do?
Honestly, that was pathetic enough. I'd just like to move on.
Awesome. I've had weird things happen when people have that happen. So go ahead and keep moving along on down the road, guys.
No. Levan looks at Leon and goes, "Yes, you need to be careful of that in cities like this. It's very rude to throw your chamber plot out the window without full warning, but there are those idiots who do it."
So do we keep on moving?
Yeah, keep going. You'll see there.
I shall remember that from now on.
Yes. When I was growing up, one of my friends used to call it jokingly the golden shower.
Oh,
until
no.
it happened to him.
No.
And then we stopped calling it that.
No.
That is disgusting.
That is definitely all that.
He had a very poor sense of humor, he did.
Okay, stop right there, Waji. Yes, so we've invoked the scatological and embraced the Middle Ages that we're living in. I'd like to invent a much more modernist Middle Ages. I think that's about as gross as I want to get. I kind of feel like with magic and all the other stuff they've got pretty modern living. But anyway, I like that guy with the pot to piss in guy. Anyway, as you come to the corner, you do notice off in the distance another horrifying sight of the brutality of city life. A savage depiction of a man on a pole. The pole, like a telephone pole, shoved from one end of him all the way to the other where his chin is basically still resting. And at this time of day, you watch a little old woman, a cleric, walking out with city guards on both sides of her, protecting her as she walks up and touches the old man and puts just enough life in him to keep him alive one day longer. And then she turns and heckles and then walks away. And you see the man shivering in his pain and his problematic existence there on display as a brutal form of city art. What do you guys think about that?
Horrific!
Fucking disgusting.
Lovan just looks at it disapprovingly and just goes and shakes his head. But it's to him, coming from a different city, he might have seen something similar. So for him, while it's not as shocking, it's still not pleasant to look at for him.
Definitely. Standing on the stoop of the Welcome Wench, the place you guys were aiming towards anyway, is a man smoking a spliff. And he looks over at you, and he seems to have been watching you walking all the way up. And he kind of takes in your reaction as you look at this thing, and internally you have these reactions, and maybe externally you said something, but he definitely is paying attention, and he goes, "Yeah, that's pretty brutal, all right. You know, that piece of garbage up there claimed to be a paladin, but wanted to be an oath breaker before he even took an oath." He smokes a spliff, and he goes, he punched a woman in the face because he failed a charisma save. Don't worry about what a charisma save is. But he punched a woman in the face in cold blood. I don't even want to hear any more from that guy. I can tell you right now, we might think that the city guards are protecting us. We might think that the army is protecting us. But the city guard is here to protect the rich from the poor. They're here to make sure the rich stay on one side of that wall and the poor stay on the other side. And the army, they're here to protect us from political battles. Princes fighting over princesses. That's what they're here to fight. The people that make a difference in this world are the adventurers, like that guy right there. So when he goes weird, we all lose. The city put him up on display about 6 months ago up here, and I hated it. I've hated it, but now I kind of understand it, because as a warning to adventurers not to go that way, it's kind of hard to argue with. But I do have the best vegetarian biscuits and gravy in Obsidian Bay, if you want to try a stab at them. And Goodberry Mead, if you guys are into Goodberry Mead. It'll give you that hit point right when you need it.
This is beginning to sound tempting. I must be going mad. Are we going in or what?
If it saves us from any more encounters, why not?
Ladies first.
All right. And with that, you step inside the Welcome Wench. And Crick, you're still here.
Yep.
You want to break him out of jail?
Sure.
No, you got time, and everything is Friday, so fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You can do all this. All right, guys. So you're outside the Welcome Wench, and you're free to enter. Anybody else, Rang, or anybody that's hanging out that's in the game, even Rinvarian, if you're hanging out, you're in enough to know. We could have work, greet them, give them the hook, get them on their path. I'm gonna take out these other group people that just got in. Boom. I'll leave Ignar up there. Whoa, Kane's got a whole new picture, man. Huh.
Where?
Oh, right here.
Let's see.
I'll put it up for everybody. Boink. We were working on pictures and stuff last night.
Oh,
Was it not showing?
yeah, I've been working on a picture for Warwick.
Nice. Well, nice, huh?
Okay, that's cool. Yeah,
I
like it's cool, definitely cooler than the last one.
it. Yeah.
But that sounds worse than I meant it to mean.
I feel you. I got you. So yeah, Gundagoot holds the door open for you guys and leads you in and bids you welcome and seems to be very knowing, offers you all a seat and please take your pick and Larissa, the waitress, is quick to serve and offer you anything you need. Lashana, step on in. All right.
Sit here.
And there is also prices here if you guys want to go shopping for stuff. It's all right there, right behind the barkeep. You can talk to Dernan, and he'll hook you up with all kinds of cool stuff. Missions as we step in. And yeah, Gundagoot greets you. Says, "Well, welcome to the Welcome Wench. We'll get you your food, and let's see if we can't find what you guys are really looking for." He says in a knowing kind of way. And walks, I guess, by Warwick and kind of gives Warwick the high sign. Is like, "Hey, got some fresh meat here."
Weren't actually you guys looking for anything? Just in particular when you came here?
Yeah, why don't you guys take a minute and hang out with each other? Then we'll wait, listen in.
Yeah, I have to AFK again. Right back.
Whoa, what happened? I'm going to get things set up for the judge. We'll just get this done now.
Let's see. 11 gold left.
So, Lashana, Levine, Waji, go ahead and role play anything you guys have going on.
For my first pub, it definitely could have been worse.
It's not a bad pub. I've seen as you said, it could have been worse. I've seen worse. This isn't too bad.
Only things I know come from books, and you know those have the worst and the best.
Yes. They tend to build things up or break them down.
Still not drinking though. Never had a drink before, don't intend to get drunk the first time in a new city.
Okay, let's leave things right where they're at then. I don't know how much more you guys what do you want to do, but right now, as you guys are just living it up, you don't realize how great you've got it, because right now in another part of town, someone is getting hosed down with a cold hose right now and thrown into a jail cell. Really, really getting the oh, you didn't ask for this when you stepped into Obsidian Bay version of Obsidian Bay. Or Odriel, what's it like for you? How are you dealing with this newfound fame and misfortune?
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah. Okay. You're just dealing with it in stride.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Taking it one day at a time. Is that what they say? Yeah. Okay. Sounds like a thing to say. Okay. So as they are settling you in, they're going, "Well, you got any money on you?" As they're going through your pockets, adding up all your money, taking all your weapons away. You got any money for an attorney? How much money do you have?
As a paladin, I don't think I need an attorney. You arrested a paladin. You know what paladins are, don't you?
Yeah, inmate.
Carry on laughing. Just wait till the head priest comes from the temple for me.
All right, so you're gonna send a message to the temple?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't get there. So they do send a message to, well, we'll get your attorney straightened out, and they hose you down and throw you into a jail cell. And just about now, the attention of Nimbert Lawhammer, Esquire, the finest gnome barbarian lawyer in Obsidian Bay, is making his way to the jail cell, hearing another tale of a needy adventurer in need of his exact services. A specific set of services he can offer. And those are Nimbert Lawhammer. Tell us your story.
What? I don't know.
Oh, no, just tell us anything. What's going on in your day, Nimbert? As you find out about this another annoying problem.
Yeah.
You want to get back to
Fed
adventuring.
up with this shit again. Oh. Every time. He was almost back in his office.
And
then he gets called back down here.
And he looks at his big hammer. You
Makes
really want to go out
so
and rage
angry.
out on some animals and some creatures and fight and put your best foot forward. And yeah, instead, what do you
Stuck
got?
here.
Yeah, public defender work.
So angry.
Oh, take it easy, Nimbert. Okay. So go ahead. How do you approach the doors? What do you say?
I walk in as I've done 100 times before. Good day.
Nimbert!
Eric, is it?
Yes,
Good
Nimbert.
day.
Good
Yes.
day. Hi, Nimbert. How are you doing? Hope this goes better than the last time.
Well, I tried, but execution is just such an easy punishment.
I mean, you did manage to get a stay of execution. He's still up there on the pole.
Oh yes,
I guess that's a win.
Technically,
it's a win.
I'm
right?
not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll mark it down as a win.
Okay. I just don't know how you rationalize your existence.
I tried, damn it.
Well, you're the best they
I
can
can
get.
only do so much.
I understand, Nimbert. Are you ever gonna finally give up the law and get into adventuring like you keep talking about, or are you just gonna keep doing this?
I wish I could, but the city clearly needs me.
What are we gonna do, right? Just send him in without without an attorney? That might be a thing.
Oh, it would go terribly.
Wouldn't it? So he leads you to the stairs. The stairs lead down. And he leads down here, and they yell, "Open!" They open the gates, and they yep. Dead man walking! No.
Whoa. Wrong guy.
Wrong movie. All right, so yeah.
I'm the lawyer, damn it.
Oh, okay.
You know me.
Oh,
Steve.
yeah. Oh, it's Nimbert. Yeah, hey, Nimbert, how you doing? This is Steve and Eric. Right?
Oh, good. The normal problems.
Yeah, I tried that advice you offered me the other day. It didn't really work out. It turns out yelling doesn't work.
Does it not? It works so well normally.
I guess it's just my approach. Anyway, thanks, Nimbert. I'll keep your advice in my back pocket.
Just maybe yell louder at your wife. I mean, whoever it is.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll try that next time. So he leads him down. He goes, well, I hope this, you know where we always put him. All the way at the end.
Oh, same crappy cell at the end.
Yeah. Just all the way, as far away as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah, it keeps the smell away.
Yep. Trying to keep them as far away from each other as we can. Anyway, good luck. Hope you don't need it.
I come up to the cell door and say, "Oh, good day, sir. I am Nimbert Lawhammer, attorney at law."
Snore.
I may be a free representative, but let me tell you right now, I am the best gnome barbarian lawyer in all Obsidian Bay that I know of.
Lawyer? Where's the head priest?
Are you expecting an execution?
No. I'm expecting to be
Then-
released.
Well, no, you shouldn't expect to be released. This isn't how the law works. You don't just wish for something to happen for it to happen. So, anyway, and he gets out
I got
parchment.
thrown in here for no reason apart from 2 lanky streaks of piss getting in my way.
It's going to be one of those days, is it? So, name, please. He starts scribbling. Oh, that's far too many vowels. I don't like it.
You just call me Oreo.
I will call yes, Oreo. I will call you Oreo. What? You're not some sort of rogue or some such, are you? They do go so badly.
No, I'm a paladin.
A paladin? I thought your type had some sort of codes that you didn't do stupid shit to end up in here.
Well, clearly the stupid shits are the guards. Didn't.
The guards are out here nice and free, and you are in this tiny little cell.
Quite. They didn't obviously recognize the insignia on my shield or my armor.
I don't think they give a shit.
No. And yet you have them as city guards. That's clever.
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone gives a shit. I don't think it's just the guards that don't care.
Then why have a justice system?
You think we should have a justice system that bows to some paladins, is it?
Why have a justice system at all if no one gives a shit?
No, we give a shit. We don't give a shit about emblems and such.
Wait a minute, you're contradicting yourself here. You're a lawyer.
I am doing no such thing!
And then we do give a shit. So, which is it?
Nimbert rage. Nimbert pop rage. You got your little desk down there. Did you set up a little? Yeah.
He slams his bottle of ink against the wall. Ink everywhere. Sort of like it looks kind of like a modern art thing now. Against the wall.
There's like 5 other ones.
I am here to help you. If you can't see that, then you are lost.
Okay. We'll see what you can do then.
Oh, because you have all these other lawyers lining up to help you, is it? Oh no, wait! They're not there! I'm all you got. Right?
Pretty much.
So, calm. Dare I ask what you did to get locked up in here? The guards weren't exactly specific on the details.
I just pushed past them.
You pushed the guard and ran. You avoided the law.
I just pushed into the city.
Yes. Does that seem like a smart move to you?
Well, I don't see why I should have been stopped.
Because they're the guards.
So every city you've gone into, the guards stop you to interview you.
Well, yes, probably. Especially if you look suspicious as shit.
Probably. Look suspicious as shit. I was wearing my paladin armor with my shield.
You look as grim dark as they get. I would not recognize you as a paladin.
A paladin. He's got death symbols on him.
Yeah. You have a skull on your chest, sir.
I'm allowed to accessorize.
Oh, God. Oh. So, Nimbert...
I mean, when it comes to not letting people into the city, I imagine there's a picture of your face, someone that looks exactly like you.
Strange, because you just asked me first off if I was a rogue.
Well, I don't know. I was simply asking. So, how are we going to get you out of this? This is a tough case.
Well, not really. I didn't break any law apart from pushing a guard out of the way.
Apart from pushing a guard, yes, which is actually a crime. Last time I checked,
It's not an assault. It's just pushing someone out of my
it
way.
is technically assault. Yes.
Exactly
No.
what assault is.
Sorry. Excuse me. Which one of us is the liar? Are you a liar?
I didn't hit the guard.
Are you a liar?
Push him over.
No. Are you a liar?
No. But are
No,
you?
precisely.
He's about to pop rage again, guys. Nimbert, you're gonna
He's gonna need a short rest.
I know, he's gonna be out of luck. Yeah, he's gonna have nothing left for the courtroom.
So,
This is so
Come.
rough. Oof. Poor Nimbert. Poor Nimbert. I really feel for him.
So, well, I feel all we can do is, I mean, you didn't try and stab anyone. That's something, at least. You didn't try and stab anyone, did you?
Nope.
Oh, that's good. I all I can suggest is we appeal to the judge. Try and, you're clearly an imbecile, so you didn't know the laws of the land. I think that's probably our best bet, because you admit to doing it, so I don't think we can go with not guilty. And there were like 5 guards that saw you.
It's more like 2.
There's some woman that got thrown into a burger stand, and she's a vegetarian. She's super offended. She's super offended about it.
Oh yeah, so that's probably a crime as well. I don't know.
Okay, so
So yes, I think we talk to the judge. We try and appeal to her best her mercy. I don't think she has any. So have you sorted out your will?
Well.
Just in case, sometimes these don't go so well.
You offer that for free.
I don't have anybody to leave anything behind for.
Well, that's jolly good. At least that's something. No connections. No one to miss you. Anyway.
Off we go. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right. Hold on, the two of you. I'll scoop you both up. We'll go on to the next phase of this super ready for courtroom drama. Yeah, are you ready? Are you getting ready there? I hope you're ready. This is going to be a live one. All right. So right.
Just gonna grab some water. Won't be 2 seconds.
Oh, good. Okay. So, in order to save taxpayer dollars, the judge has decided to hear the court case in the Welcome Wench. Lucky for all of us.
Wait, so let me just clarify something. The lawyer got the guy stuck on the pole that we've seen earlier.
It seems...
Not one of my best cases, I admit. It is always a possibility around here.
Okay, mate, you are in the best hands possible. Good luck.
So... So the judge is here
Oh,
to...
really? Good lord.
I told you she has no mercy. I warned you.
What? What is the deal here, Nimbert? You again with one of your crazy adventure stories.
Madam.
What are we going to go with this time? What are you going to accuse the guards of this time? She looks over the barrister, and the barrister just goes, "Rrr." It's bull. You guys know Bull. He just growls. He's very disapproving look on his face. No, very bad, very bad. Oh, he pets Nimbert. He's very happy to see Nimbert.
Hey, say.
So, what is the deal with this whole pushing past the guards like we don't have laws? We got laws in the city, folks. We got laws because we want you to follow them. There's guards outside the city to keep the people outside the city. So why do I have the story of this person trying to shove his way past the guards and breaking into the city?
If I may, my client, he's not from around here. He doesn't know the laws. He wasn't aware that, pushing past guards was a bad idea. What I'm saying is he's an imbecile.
Oh, really? We're gonna go with that defense again. Nimbert!
It's a good defense!
Nimbert, you can't use the same defense every single time. I just can't.
I can if my clients are continuously imbeciles!
Well, you are onto something there, Nimbert. I kind of have to not disagree with you there, because they are kind of idiots, aren't they? Nimbert, you're going to have to try a little harder this time, Nimbert. Now, what did he do that made him so helplessly an imbecile that we should allow him a pass and not lock him up in the stockades?
For one, he thought it was a good idea to push past a guard. I feel that's self-evident.
That is pretty self-evident. He's definitely on the spectrum, we could say, isn't he? So, I guess we're back to deciding whether or not we're going to allow this to pass.
I feel my client has been imprisoned long enough. It wasn't a particularly terrible crime. He didn't even stab anyone in the balls.
Well, this time, Nimbert.
No, not this one.
I
know. All he did was push past a guard. My client is clearly... he's not innocent. I'm not going to say that. But his crimes are nothing, really. He was simply, a bit over-enthusiastic in getting through the gates.
Ma'am, if I could say something, we really do like going fishing with you, ma'am. And this person, he's not a tax-paying citizen of Obsidian Bay, and he tried to intimidate me, and it hurt my feelings, something fierce. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. If you just allow these adventures to come shoving their way inside the city, I just don't know. She strokes his head. She goes, I sure do love going fishing with you. But if you could just keep doing what you do to raise funds for our fishing trip, we'll be just fine. He goes, oh, ma'am, I can't wait to go fishing with you real soon. He looks over at Orodriel really, really dirty. He gives you a dirty, dirty look. And he sits down. So, Nimbert, you gonna rest your case? What's your closing argument sound like?
My client is clearly not in his right mind. He has committed no real crime other than over-enthusiasm for this fair city. He stands before you in chains. I submit to the court that this should be thrown out immediately.
And he smashes the table. Nimbert, you've got it. You can have it. Just take him out of here and just get out of here. I'm done. Thank you, Nimbert, for another logical resolution to our problems in our city. Thank you, Nimbert.
No problem.
Oh, brilliant.
And again, thank you so much. I love it every time you do that.
And my throat does not.
I know. I know. It's got to be rough. So, thank you guys. And I guess I'll retire Nimbert to the GM layer as well. And Aurora Durell, you find yourself a free man, free of some of your equipment, and you're back in the Welcome Wench. And Lashana, you might recognize this as the guy that barged past you and shoved you in the burger stand. So,
strongly resisting the urge to punch him in the face.
Nice. All right. Anything going to happen? Can we spark up an interaction between these guys after everything that just happened, seemingly in the Welcome Wench?
Well, Levan has ordered a drink and is currently sitting there smugly holding the pint of ale.
Mm-hmm.
Looking over at the gearless adventurer, and just raises an eyebrow and goes, "Well, you managed to dodge one there, didn't you? Better than dodging those guards, you did."
I guess I did, yeah.
Lashana's deeply enjoying this snark.
Rodriel, you gonna approach the table? Anything else? What do you guys got?
I'm glaring at him, waiting for an apology.
Oreo, you're up.
I apologize for barging into you. I was just trying to carry on with my business when those guards interrupted me. Deep in thought. So I guess it's my fault that I pushed you into the stand. I saw that as I was getting carried away.
Seems like there are about 12 ways that could have been prevented, but I accept your apology.
I love that. Guards getting involved in other people's business. Shocking. You'd think they'd almost get paid for something like that.
Admittedly, I don't like them either.
I'm not saying I'm a fan, but I mean, it's the number one job of a guard to get into everybody else's business. He's worse
Is it their job to flirt with me?
Is it their job to extort people?
Is it their job to take my 5 gold? No, but that's what they do. We deal with it. If not, you wind up like this one. In the
to be fair, you decided to pay the money. You could have just said no.
Yes, unfortunately with my looks, though, I've learned that saying no often leads to, well, positions like that one over there got himself into. So it's just easier to grin and bear it.
I really don't see what all the fuss is about. You have horns. People should get over it.
I agree with you, but unfortunately, some people still seem to think that I'm the spawn of Satan or some other hellish-born being.
How am I the open-minded one? I spent my whole life alone in a forest.
Well, forests don't really judge much, do they? I mean, they rely on what? The strong survive and the weak get eaten. That's a very simple and easy philosophy to live by. Unfortunately, cities tend to get a little bit more complicated.
Should probably keep that in mind. Never been in one before.
Yes. They get busy, complicated, and annoying. He looks over at Othello. Have I said that right?
Othello. Okay.
And what are your plans now that you're free but lacking any sort of equipment?
I'll just go to the temple and see what I can get. My colleagues will help me.
Okay.
Your colleagues?
Yep.
At the temple?
Paladins. Yep, fellow paladins and priests.
A paladin with... Really?
I was just thinking that too. A paladin who pushes past people, doesn't respect authority, and has no regard for anybody else's safety. That's a different type of paladin. Sits there and sips his drink again.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't know.
Yes, I've never seen a paladin who skulls in the middle of their chest piece.
Yeah, that's surprising because I don't have my chest piece, so I don't know where you're getting the skulls from. You should take them
okay.
from me.
Well, it does turn out that the Temple of Vengeance are the ones that put that guy in the pole outside too. So as this is going down, a bit of an interesting gambit of people have shown up. Somehow they've shown up here at the same place at the same time. And Warwick, are you taking in this scene? What do you think about this conglomeration of people?
Looks like a bunch of green ones.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking. But you know how things work around here, don't you? Green, green. They either survive or that's it.
Well, they die horribly.
Luckily, they've got someone to save them every once in a while, right?
One can hope.
What do you think? What do you think? Are these guys destined for to fight some goblins, or what should they? What do you think they should do?
I think they can. I could do with a hand, actually. You know, since I talked to Brian, I kind of want to see what the goblins are up to now.
Interesting. Do you want to go with them?
No. I want to. You know, I'm too busy getting drunk. I mean, busy here.
Okay. So, but if you send them, you might get some word back from what's happening down there.
Aye.
Okay. All right. That's a really interesting take on it. Because I think one of the most awesome things about this is how we plant the hook, you know? And I'm curious as to how Warwick would invite people to their own doom, if you will, to go fight goblins.
Potential doom.
Potential.
You gotta be upbeat about it.
And you want to see what they got. Who in this group of people kind of is on Warwick's wavelength?
I don't know, but I don't trust the guy with the papers. I don't trust contracts.
You can feel the vibe coming off him.
Contracts are a bad idea. Don't make deals with anyone. They come back and bite you.
Oh man, says one warlock to another. Okay, so let's spin this up and get Warwick to to take the stab. Does he need any help, or is he kind of got it figured out on his own?
I think he's got it.
Okay, let's go for it then.
He'll see the new group of adventurers and wander up to them. Aye, so which one of you new guys wants to buy me a beer? No?
Go on.
Depends.
No one? Sorry, I didn't hear that. Everyone was talking at once.
Depends. What would I get out of this?
Oh, well, you know, my glorious company, of course.
I'm not even buying myself a beer.
Fine. I'll just sit and drink mine that I've already got. He starts drinking his. So I notice you're new in town. You look like some. Well, you look a bit green. I mean, not green like me. I'm green, but you know, green as in you don't know what you're doing.
You're about to try and trick us into some kind of adventure, aren't you?
Well, why would you say that?
Because you just couldn't answer that question.
Yeah, jumping over it. I was gonna be all nice to you and stuff. Fine, whatever. I could do with a hand. I'm gonna let you into a secret here. There's a little cave. I can point you in the right direction. It's in the city, and basically it's infested by goblins. We've tried to, get rid of them a few times, but they just keep coming back. And the last time we were there, we ended up, just trying to talk to the goblins. And there's one, he's a bit weird. He wears sunglasses in the middle of a cave. You'll know him when you see him. His name's Brian. I talked to him a bit. I don't really trust him, and I was kind of hoping you lot would perhaps go have a look in the cave, make sure they're not doing anything nefarious.
So essentially you're saying you want us to do your dirty work for you?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I'm busy here, you see. I've got,
Drinking?
I got stuff going on, I'm busy. Sorry, what was that?
What would be the reward for us doing your work?
Oh, surely the good feeling in your heart.
Yeah, what are we getting out of this?
Well, I'll tell you what. Sorry, what was it?
I was just throwing that out there. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what. The goblins do have some stuff in there. I mean, I know they got their weapons and such, and they can. You can sell them on. It makes quite a good profit if you know the right people.
So basically, you want us to risk life and limb for the hope that there is some decent enough equipment to sell off, while clearing out a cave that really the city guard should have been doing ages ago.
Oh, I would not. Do not talk about the goblins to the city guard. I really, they don't appreciate the word goblin. I think it's something in their heads. They just get very angry when people talk about goblins. So yeah, they kind of ignore it. So it's up to us, I don't know what we are. Adventurers? Drunk assholes who just get in fights? I don't know. But anyway, it's up to us to,
I'm still not seeing much in this for us.
Can I just low-key cast Whisper so that we can come to an agreement on the matter? On the group?
What, casting on me?
I want to cast Whisper on the group here so we can come to an agreement.
What's Whisper?
All right. I'm looking it up right now.
No, it's message. It's
message. Oh, message. I was like, I don't know that one.
Yeah. And you can't.
What's he talking about?
You can only do it to one person at a time. So.
I mean, I can go away and let you talk about it if you want. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best place to go in the world, but you look green, and getting a few. I don't know.
I'd have to get some equipment first.
Oh, yeah, you do look a bit naked, don't you?
Unless you can get my equipment back or lead me to the nearest temple to get
I can lend you a sword if you want one.
No thanks.
Oh, okay.
The Temple of
Don't
Vengeance.
say I didn't try.
The Temple of Vengeance takes care of you. You're fine.
Okay.
And I think there's a bit of an approach that, for some reason, you guys kind of seem to trap Warwick in. He's not really telling you a thing he needs, as much as he's just letting you in on a thing that goes on around here. And he's also wanting you to keep it under your hat. So you're free to not do it or do it. But either way, with his mention about the city guards, he definitely made it clear to you guys that just keep it under your hat. And again, there's nothing in it for him. He's not benefiting from this. He just had the idea that, he wanted to share this with you because you guys look green.
Can I attempt to roll charisma to see to like see if I can pick up on what he's not trying to tell us.
I think I just told you everything. But yeah, I got you.
I'm just trying to figure out which is hiding just directly right now.
If he's trying to
I'm
hide
not a
anything.
complex character.
Yeah, that's not a charisma save. Yeah.
Somehow I think tricking us is a bit beyond him.
Dang.
I would take offense to that, but I don't.
I actually am a nice guy. I think that's not a bad thing.
Good to see you got a sense of your own limits.
If you don't have that, what do you have?
And as far as I know, you guys didn't even buy him a drink either. So
Yeah, she's decided she likes him now. She's decided she likes him now.
he's like, what?
Enough to buy me a drink.
You already have a drink.
Aye, but I could do with another one. When this one runs out.
I'll get you a drink. I'm ready.
Aye, thank you, lad.
And I'm in for the goblin hole.
Oh, jolly good. I mean, it's up to you, lads. I don't really. But if you can find out what's happening, I'd be grateful.
You know what? I got nothing better to do. Why not? I'm in.
Suppose I would like to hit something.
Aye, that's the spirit. Hit something. Actually, I feel better.
Well, I'm already at a loss by coming into this city because of those guards, so why not? It'll give me something to hopefully raise some more funds.
He says, not so fast, Orodriel. All right, and we're off, I think. We're off to see the wizard. Perfect.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If we get money on the trip, I'll buy you a drink when we get back.
Nicely done, everybody. So we got 4 people heading to the goblin-y hole. And I think I've got everything set up ready for our adventurers to adventure in. And away we go. Here we go, guys. Right away to the goblin hole we go. So I'm going to click on this screen to pull you to the place. Boink. There we go. You guys see yourselves now? So he gave you some instructions. You guys had to go through the inner wall of the gate. As you find out, Loven, that pass that they gave you actually works really well. It gets you right through the inner gate. They don't give you any trouble whatsoever. Orodriel, you stop by the Temple of Vengeance, and they laugh at your story, and they give you the basic stuff you need to be equipped again. We'll get more into that later. You chose a really rough group to hang out with. They like putting people on poles. So, with that, you guys are now outside of a goblin hole. You've been told that around the corner of this bush is a opening that will let you into a cave system within which there are goblins. And they're bad. So, are you guys ready?
Let's do this.
Good. Going to be.
Yeah. Do you guys want to take a quick break? Take a 15 minutes. We've been at this for a minute. Take a pause. We've been at this for an hour and a half. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, I'm down for 15 minutes.
Let's take a little 15-minute break, guys, and we'll get right back to it.
Yeah, please.
Jump right into the fun. Really appreciate all the work everyone's been put into their role playing. It's been a really feels like a rich experience. So keep it up, guys. And thank you for all the help, Crick. You've been super wonderful.